Irashaimase! Welcome to the art of film. How are you going to talk about 90s film and not talk about Pulp Fiction? How are you going to talk about the films that made us and not talk about Pulp Fiction? If you were born 2000, somewhere around there, you might not know this movie that came out in 1994, Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction, I kind of feel like I'm talking about like Mouse with this. Not that it's that good. It's not Citizen Kane. But as far as a film that changed the industry, that really brought a sense of an indie creator into the mainstream, and then the world changed because of it in film, similar to Watchmen and Dark Knight Returns, those kind of comics that like changed the industry. This changed film. So many copycats after it, so many people trying to capture the genie in the bottle, the non-linear storylining, the very casual and authentic dialogue, the wildness, the ultra violent, all that stuff. Quentin Tarantino kind of put in. And what's fascinating about this movie, I just saw it again. And it's probably one of my favorites. I've seen it millions of times. The music. Okay, first off, if you've not seen Pulp Fiction, please go see it. It's on Netflix or Amazon Prime or something. Go see Pulp Fiction. That's one. Two, if you have seen it, but it's been a while, go rewatch it. I just watched it again last night, just for the hell of it. And let me tell you, not only is the music brilliant, which you should go listen to, but the acting, the dialogue, it's just a really, really good film. The way the nonlinear kind of almost like short stories, the way they're put in, the editing of how the placement is so good. You could have done this, you could have shuffled those scenes around in so many different ways. And I'm sure you could probably find a different shuffle that might be kind of a little different or interesting. But the way it bookends in the diner, the way we get, all these scenes in there is just really good. I mean, I am still super impressed that this young man in his 20s was able to pull this off. Now, prior to this, he wrote True Romance, he did Reservoir Dogs, he had written, who knows, untold scripts before all that. He has a extreme, almost like autistic type of studious nerd for film. Specializing, of course, in the films that he was really interested in the 70s. All the grindhouse, the exploitation, all that stuff. And his films are an homage. It is a collage of all those wonderful scenes and things. He puts them in his films. If you know movies and you see his films, you're like, oh, he got that from this. Oh, he got that from that. And he's very frank about that. He's very, he has no qualms about saying that because he's a film fan. And you steal from the best, like Wally Wood would say, right? You steal from the best and you make it your own. And he's brilliant at mashups and that kind of stuff. John Travolta, Samuel Jackson, the idea of resurrecting, some of these actors, bringing in like Harvey Keitel for this very specific small role, but has such an impact. Tim Roth, all these people, bringing them in is just wonderful. That's what he does. That's what everyone loves to see is who is he going to resurrect next? What great actor from the 70s or 80s is he going to bring back and say, you know what, this guy's still good. Check it out. Yeah, I don't even know if I need to say more about Pulp Fiction. I think it's brilliant. Acting, directing, writing, the photography's good. The soundtrack is amazing. There you go. That's all I'm going to say about it. Please, on the comments below, let me know what you think of Pulp Fiction. What is your favorite Quentin Tarantino film? What else should we be talking about? We'll be doing some comics soon as well. If you want to know what I'm doing creatively, go check out my link below, my Patreon page, and I have a lot of comics and my film project that I'm working on now. So thank you for watching, and go see Pulp Fiction. It is the real deal. It really is. And I don't think it's dated. I mean, I just stop in real quick and say, it's not dated. I think it totally fits. All of it totally works today. Now, some people might say, oh, the dialogue, some of the comments. You know what? I get that. But it's authentic. And I grew up in some parts where that's the lingo, that's the lexicon that's being used, and it feels real. And that kind of almost a cinema verite kind of documentary type of feel is what he went for, and it works perfectly. So there you go. That's my last comment. Thanks again for watching. Talk to you later. Matane.